What is up, my fellow N-words? And by N-words, I mean ninjas. I am Mumky D. Jones, joined as always by my ninja colleague, Hartsy Protsy.
What's up, my sun god Nikas? Oh wait, wrong series, wrong
Wrong
series. Oh
series.
no.
Not doing
Sorry.
no One Piece today. It's Boruto Volume 3, covering chapters 8 through 11. And Hartsy, maybe every single person knew this other than us, but I think we might have been bamboozled. Maybe this manga had a substitution jutsu performed on it, and what I thought was pure Kino might turn out to be a rotting log.
Oh, you think this is a step down from the previous two volumes?
Did you read? Do you know what these opening like 8 or 9 or 10 chapters even are? Do you know what we've been reading this whole time?
We've been reading Boruto's story, the setup of Boruto's story. It's all about him.
In the author's note at the beginning, Mr. Mikio Aikimoto says, regarding the line, my dad's and my story in the prologue of chapter 1, that story, as many of you probably already knew, followed the plot of Boruto Naruto the movie. It wraps up in this volume with a slightly different ending than the film version and leads to Boruto's my story. From here on out is unknown territory that no one has ever seen.
Wait, so you're telling me all these chapters are adaptations of the movie?
The movie came out in 2015, and then since this is a monthly release for an entire year, starting in 2016, they got like the storyboards for the movie they'd already seen.
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my god! We've just been reading the adaptation of an existing movie.
The novelization of the film.
Oh my god! What? That is a huge blindside. Oh my god.
And all of the retcons and backtracking of the things I enjoyed, like, is clearly that was written to be really cool stuff in the movie. And whoever's writing this is like, that's not my vision for the Boruto series. We're gonna give back the jacket and the cool headband. We're going back to his shitty costume. And
no.
And now the plot is that all the kids are trading Naruto trading cards, which is merchandise that exists in real life. So it's literally just a cash grab.
Oh my god!
The first chapter where it's not going off of the movie plot is the Naruto card game.
Oh my god! No. What?
I died laughing when I found out what happened.
I mean, I guess my fault was skipping the author's notes because I did not know that. Holy shit!
I wonder if that really cool chapter 3.5 was in the movie though. Maybe we got to experience that Kino exclusively.
Yeah, that was if that was original, then maybe there's some good to be had in these original chapters.
Well, as a special bonus episode for the Measly Crew, should we review Boruto Naruto the movie to really see if we know what we're talking about? Because I might be completely wrong. I tried to verify this with somebody in the Discord. I wish I remembered who I was talking to, but it seems this is all correct information. Let us know in the comments if we're wrong. Speaking of comments,
absolutely insane.
Who
wrote the movie?
It might have been this Ikimoto guy. I have no idea. But there is one comment I wanted to bring in. Somebody said, no Aggie, no watch. And that's the comments of the week.
I think I replied with something and it got deleted by YouTube. Like
what would you have said that YouTube would delete it, Hartsy?
I just said fuck you.
To that guy?
To that guy, yes.
I mean, it's insulting to me as well. Like, he only wants to watch Aggie content. He doesn't care about me either.
I guess you read it like that.
So you should have had my attitude of just bringing it onto the show as something funny instead of getting, I guess, your comment shadow banned.
Right. YouTube has been crazy about that recently. They really do filter like any slightly negative content. I mean, comments.
Well, hopefully not content, or every Vincent the Atheist episode is getting banned.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a problem for that.
I think it might be. I show a lot of the Prophet Muhammad, which this painting right here is a painting of the Prophet Muhammad, so he now appears in every podcast as well.
Oh wow.
And he's in front of the Twin Towers, and he has a like a bowling ball style bomb with a fuse on his head.
Holy. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
and
That's
he's not wearing a shirt because he's indecent. Yeah, that's my new artwork up on the wall. Next to all my
beautiful.
One Piece and I guess Naruto fan art right here of me as a Naruto.
Oh wow, yeah. All I
Very
have on
fitting.
my wall is the flag and the Breaking Bad poster next to it.
Is our disappointment in the Boruto manga leading us to review our walls instead, Hartsy? Should we dive into what was
Yeah,
your
it's
top
like
of
so.
mind from these 4 chapters, Hartsy?
The top of mind here, I guess, will be the fact that Boruto does eventually take down the big bad with Naruto's help. And together they create a giant Rasengan, which I thought was pretty cool. That was a pretty good scene right there.
Yeah, they make a 180-foot tall Rasengan, sure. More intriguing to me is the revelation that Boruto has invented a new, like he's infused nature into the Rasengan or something by mistake so that it turns invisible. And that
Right.
becomes a key to defeating Momoshiki, if that's the alien guy's name. Maybe we should have maybe reset before doing the top of mind because it's been 2 weeks for those who are not reading along at home. But we're fighting these. All the Kage plus Sasuke and Boruto are fighting these 2 Kage aliens, Momo, and the other one doesn't matter because Momo turns him into food and eats him to like absorb his power and get all maxed out. And then that's where we left off. Anyway.
Yeah. They do eventually take him down by Boruto and Naruto combining the Rasengan, creating a giant Rasengan attack, and I think that was pretty cool. And I think the revelation that Boruto is accidentally creating invisible Rasengans is pretty interesting. And then they do the flashback to where Sasuke notices that the other side of the tree that he threw the Rasengan to was indented.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that mystery from the previous volume of like what happened to the tree when the Rasengan disappeared. So at least we got an answer to that. But if we're up against this Momo guy and he's all powerful and it takes the strongest ninja in the world collaborating to beat him, and then he has the ability where I absorb all ninjutsu, so we have to only rely on some taijutsu action or whatever. Do I want him defeated with a giant Rasengan? I did like seeing Naruto summons the Kurama giant fox, and then Momo summons like a giant rock golem, and we're gonna have a kaiju battle. And then
Right.
Sasuke, what's his power called when he like summons
Ooh,
samurai shit?
I it's some like really sick long ass name. I forgot what it was. Yeah, he summons like a big powerful suit of armor with a sword, and I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, well, he uses it on the Kurama fox, so it's wearing like Sasuke's cool ghost armor and has a giant samurai katana. And so, like, that collaboration of those 2 characters is the kind of thing you would put in an epic movie for sure, and not just randomly inserted into chapter 9 of your manga. And so that was very cool to see, I guess.
Right. Um, and yeah, like the fighting takes up more than half of the volume. This was a very fast read. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if it's biased, but I don't think whoever is the artist for Boruto draws action sequences as well as Kishimoto does.
That's probably fair. Was Kishimoto the author and the illustrator?
I believe so. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Right. I believe so. And of course now that Kishimoto serves now as like a creative supervisor. He doesn't write. He doesn't do any of the art. He just like kind of sits back and
And I wonder
approves
if
of
he
story
really
decisions.
supervised the plot of the movie. And now we're going to go into this new author's truly original content from here on out. Because we've gotten a lot of other comments saying, oh, wow, look at them. They're so, just like the rest of us, where they have so much hope that Boruto's going to be good. They have no idea what's coming. So maybe we're about to awaken the beast.
Right. I've heard rumors. I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that as of recently, Kishimoto has stepped back into the limelight of for when it comes to writing and supervising Boruto. So I've heard that recently it's been getting really good. I don't know if that's true or not though.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think
guess
I
we'll find
also
out.
read that somewhere, probably on Reddit. So who knows if AI made it up or not? But we'll get there when we get there. We'll see if his name ever
Yeah,
pops
yeah,
up as a story by or whatever.
yeah. Of course. I think it's interesting that they're setting up this clear dynamic between Boruto and Sakura, when not, Boruto's whole goal isn't to become Hokage, it's to become a shinobi like Sasuke and serve under Sakura as the Hokage. I think that's an interesting path forward for both characters.
Shikamaru is the smartest man, perhaps, who ever lived, and he's pretty satisfied being Naruto's number one guy. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know if that's really following in Sasuke's footsteps, Boruto. Sasuke's like a vagabond who abandons his family for 11 months out of the year to investigate magic castles. Like, you're not going to be serving the Hokage like Shikamaru. The fuck are you talking about? I mean, I guess
Right.
Naruto's
Yeah.
sending him off on these missions, but it's not like he's hanging out with him.
Right. I feel, and I think we're setting up like a clear love interest dynamic between the two because I mean, look at Sakura. She's all blushing and like, oh wow, he's so cool. When did he become so cool? And it's like, okay, okay,
I'll tell you, when I
author.
took a good look at Saruda, they're on their fucking ninja mission to capture these three bank thieves. This bitch is wearing like 8-inch high heels and a mini skirt dress where if it went 1 millimeter higher, you'd see her fucking cunt hanging out. Why is she dressing like she's going to the club? She's 12 years old on a ninja mission to beat the shit out of people. Who dresses
She,
like this?
I actually was not paying attention to her outfit, but she really dressed that
Oh, there's like a
skimpy.
full outfit reveal. It was insane. I've
Oh
never
my
seen
god,
high heels, so I mean,
that
that
is
must hurt to
pretty.
get kicked by. Probably pointy on the
Right.
bottom.
I think it's I actually laughed out in the scene where Boruto doesn't follow instructions of following the last guy back to their hideout, and he just attacks him out of a tree and knocks him out. I laughed pretty hard at that because he just completely disregarded instructions.
This outfit reveal is in chapter 11, if that's where you were scrolling to find it.
Okay,
Is
what?
that it for your top of mind? Did we cover all of that? Should we move on to my top of mind?
Yeah, let's do it.
My top of mind is the retcon of the Ninja Tools capitalist. This was a man who was our antagonist for, I guess, the entirety of the Boruto movie saga, since the Kaguya aliens don't show up really till the end. This man who desperately wants to push this super ninja science tool on everybody so they don't have to actually use any skill or chakra and they can just generate jutsu, free will, and generate other people's jutsu. Very dangerous in the wrong hands, perhaps. And he's tricking Boruto into cheating in the exams so that he could just sell more of these tools. And it made sense to me. His motivation made complete sense. He just wants to be on camera with this thing succeeding so that he makes money. And the retcon here is, actually, he was brainwashed by the enemy. The enemy wants to take our ninja science tools, so I guess they brainwashed this guy into trying to sell them on television. And basically, since this guy was brainwashed and he manipulated Boruto, Boruto is now he's not in trouble anymore. Sure, like it makes absolutely no difference at all. Like if this guy was brainwashed or not, he still manipulated Boruto into cheating. But since he was brainwashed, Boruto is now cleared.
Yeah, I guess you can tell this is where the original writing starts taking over.
When
Um,
you're retconning, like just shit that made complete sense and was fine.
Right, it could have been like a really interesting angle of like this deranged evil capitalist that just doesn't care about
It's not
tradition
even
or
like he's not even evil. He's just greedy as fuck. It's,
yeah,
it's
of
kind of stupid.
course.
And the dumbest thing, okay, all of the Kage are here. We basically defeated Momo with the invisible Rasengan, and we have a fake out defeat.
Yeah.
And then, capitalist science guy shows up. Oh, I'm
They
gonna
must have snuck through.
keep filming me. I'm gonna do the finishing blow with my ninja tool. And then the Momo is able to absorb the ninjutsu from the ninja tool to regain his power, and then use the Nara clan shadow paralysis on all of them. My question: people have done like the pixel by pixel analysis to prove that Naruto is faster than the speed of light. Are you telling me none of these Kage are fast enough to stop this like 45-year-old fucking fat guy who like stumbles down the canyon and is like taking his time to aim his weapon and attack the... Are you kidding me? You can't teleport and stop him? You're all gonna stand there and yell, "No, don't!"
It's so retarded. I was hoping like somebody would kill him or something, but no.
Sasuke generated a snake and hid inside its mouth in less than 1 second. In less than a second, he could have generated a snake and ate this dude. And Momoshiki never rises back to power. What is the narrative excuse of nobody stopping him? Just watching him do it.
All right, but
they have magic powers.
If he was brainwashed because they wanted access to the ninja magic tech or whatever, what part of that brainwashing made him record everything? Like,
you want to make a lot of money. Oh no! Oh, my personality's changing. I don't want that.
It's, I don't know. I guess this is really when the original writing takes over, because everything so far has been pretty damn good. But I don't know. I feel like a few of the story decisions in these last few chapters have been pretty ridiculous.
As my dear friend Tigger might say, ridiculous. Or something to that effect. Okay, if we're going to go through this chronologically to make sure I don't miss any of my special notes. So, Chapter 8 starts off with Momo just one-shotting all of the Kage to show how strong he is now. And my man Gaara, who I have so much love and respect for based on pre-time skip Gaara exclusively, to see his ultimate sand defense that was once the most terrifying and an undefeatable element of this entire story, for him to like put up like just like tiny little panel of sand to protect himself, and then like the CP9 guy who like can control all of his hair perfect, Momo has his hair just go around the very narrow sand shield to stab up and grab Gaara and wrap tentacles around his fucking throat. Gaara, why is your sand shield just a very narrow right in front of you? Why is it not a tight globe around you, a fucking circle, full protection? You think he can't go left and right and up and down?
Right. I feel like there's a lot of artificial nerfing of past characters in this series, just in the effort to make these new characters look stronger and more powerful.
To an absurd degree. And I was even wondering, why is nobody using substitution jutsu? That seems pretty basic. And then they eventually do. And there's like what I think was a callback to one of my favorite moments, the Naruto and Sasuke versus Zabuza round 1 fight, when they trick him, throw in like the kunai, and then it was actually Naruto, and he transforms and attacks him from behind. They kind of do that here with Boruto and Sasuke, but then like they switch it on its head and like add another layer to it, and then there's like another Boruto. So I like that callback if it was intentional.
There's some of the like classic outsmarting fake out plays that I love to see in the original Naruto here.
Yeah, but then they also nerf Gaara and make him look like a fucking bitch for no reason. I guess he's been nerfed ever since the time skip. Like he's just been fucked.
Ever since he became all about like love and compassion, he became a very cringe, lame character who can't put up a fight for nothing.
Imagine peaking at 12.
I mean, he had that whole fight with Daidara above the sand village, and that was really cool. That was post time skip.
And I think at least he nerfed himself to protect his beloved villagers. Here he's just a cuck.
I mean, he's lost the Shikaku inside him, so he's
Yeah,
somewhat nerfed. Like,
definitely, yeah.
yeah,
Shameful.
tragic.
If only wasn't the original story that it was like his dead mom's evil spirit inside of him.
Yes, that was the
Yeah,
original story.
he
We
needs
were
to kill
given.
more family members and put their spirits inside of his gourd. If that's how that works.
Right. I think the final reveal was it's not his mom's evil spirit. Like his mom's benevolent spirit is inside the gourd, and that's why the sand is always protecting him. It wasn't the Shikaku demon
Oh, so
inside
she's
him.
not evil. She loves him.
Yeah, that was the final reveal. Like, oh no,
Gay.
yeah, gay.
Mother's love. Gay. Nothing more homosexual than your mom loving you, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, well, Boruto throws his shitty little Rasengan like a baseball, and it fizzles out. But it was really turning invisible to fuck Momo up. Okay, so we don't actually necessarily defeat him with taijutsu after all. It's just he has to be able to see your ninjutsu visually. So if only there were lots of invisible ninjutsu you could just throw at this guy.
Right. Um, I like that. I guess I like that twist that he has to see the jitsu to counteract it because he counteracts it by stretching out his hand and absorbing the power or whatever. Um, so I guess it makes sense that he has to physically see the attack to counteract it.
So Momo gets defeated by the 8,000 foot tall Rasengan of father and son collaborating together. But then, fake out yet again because time freezes. This was actually very intriguing. And I wonder, he said that his ending is different from the movie's ending. So I wonder if this is something that was not in the movie. We'll find out perhaps in a bonus episode. But I guess a Momo ghost freezes time and tells Boruto a bunch of scary prophecies. He says, those blue eyes shall eventually take everything from you. And he implies he can only see him because of the Byakugan blood that he has from Hinata.
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 Yeah, Hinata.
It's like in On Cinema when Tim Heidecker is talking about they get like him and his wife get a foreign exchange student from Japan named Ayaka, and he's always saying her name like that, like Ayaka. And then the plot is he divorces his wife and gets married to the foreign exchange student.
Oh, geez.
Ayaka and Hinata.
Ayaka.
And then the other prophecy is those who defeat gods cannot remain ordinary individuals. Like, whatever, dude.
I mean, how much of Boruto really defeated the god? Huh? Like, I mean, it was mostly Naruto with the Rasengan.
It was a slight group effort of the three of them, Sasuke,
Right.
Naruto, and Boruto.
Right.
But like, they cannot remain ordinary individuals. I am Nepo Baby incarnate. My grandfather and father are both Hokage. I was never an ordinary individual. Who gives a shit? What are you fucking talking about? What a boring ass prophecy. Come on. But the concept of his blue eyes taking everything from him, now that's scary.
Right. Now, I don't know what that could mean. Those blue eyes will take everything from you.
Maybe there's a rare card hunter who needs his blue eyes white dragon and he's hunting him down.
Right. Or he becomes a very rare card himself because that apparently happens in this world.
Were you offended in PewDiePie's rap song to T-Series when he said, I'm a blue eyes white dragon and you're a dark magician?
No, I wasn't at all. I actually listened to that song quite frequently.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's great.
Fuck T-Series.
That's when YouTube started going downhill when T-Series took over.
If that Christchurch guy didn't say subscribe to PewDiePie, nothing bad would have ever happened.
Yeah, the only reason he called off the damn T-Series campaign was because that asshole who shot up the church had to mention his name. Like an asshole.
A church or a mosque, okay. They're
mosques. So yeah,
praising
true.
Satan and they're Muslims, Hartsy.
Right. I mean, it's they do. They say it's the Christ Church shooting. Like they don't say the Christ Mosque shooting.
Do you think out of the 2 billion Muslims on the planet, any of them listened to this podcast and just got really mad?
There has to be at least one out there who's a fan of
Uh,
you who listens to
yeah,
your
they can't get offended
podcasts.
if they're a fan of me.
So true.
Go watch
I
the
mean, I don't.
Vincent Show. What I think's good about the Vincent Show is I'm gonna tackle one religion at a time, so all the other religions can point and laugh at them until it's their turn.
Right, of course. That is a that's a pretty strong point. When you're gonna tackle Judaism, oh,
That's
that's a hot
episode
button.
6.
Oh, really?
I'm
Damn.
planning on getting banned for that one.
Oh
I
no.
I think I'm going to not even use the J word and like just make up a new word and everybody will know what I'm talking about.
The Jubes.
Yeah, something like that. But like so that the AI is just too stupid to pick up
Right.
on it. But like, have to explain it with a big wink of what I'm talking about at the beginning.
That'd be really good. Yeah.
Because I mean they own the internet. So it even adds to the satire in a way. Like I'm too scared to even talk about
No,
these motherfuckers.
definitely. There's a lot of cases where like the self censorship is funnier than saying the actual words and meanings
Mhm.
itself.
Show the footage of the Jewish guy climbing out of the sewer, but like edit it so it's something else.
Exactly.
Like what? What? It's clearly a very suspicious thing, but what? You can't agree with that? It's just a neutral character climbing out of that sewer. Where did we leave off here? Everybody is frozen in time except Sasuke, thanks to his what's his special eyes called here?
Running gun. The running gun.
Rinnegan. Yeah,
Yeah, Rinnegan. Yeah.
he's also frozen in time, but he can still like see what's going on, and him and Boruto talk about that later. Did they say anything important about that? No one
Um.
other than you and I with my Rinnegan even seemed to have noticed what took place. So nothing that important.
Yeah. Now, Boruto has a strange black square on his hand.
Now, would you call it a square or a diamond? It really depends on your perspective,
Oh,
because
I
it's
think
truly both.
right. Probably more of a diamond. From like if you're holding your hand out like this, it would probably look more like a diamond.
That's what I was thinking. Is this like his version of Sasuke getting the curse mark from Orochimaru and he's gonna tap into this power and get like fucking stupid wings that look like human hands sprouting out and all that dumb shit?
That's definitely the route they can go. I feel like he might be visited by the ghost of Mitsuki every now and then to tell it like eh, he might have the spirit in his head or whatever.
Is there a running gag with Mitsuki where every time he's about to answer a question about his personal life, he gets interrupted? Because it happens
Yeah,
again here with Rock Lee Jr. running in.
that's got to be a gag we're going for because I've noticed that too. What was he about to? He was about to answer something regarding like what he does for fun or whatever with the cards or whatever.
Yeah, everybody else is obsessed with their fucking Naruto trading cards, and he's like, I got something else going on. Also, when
Yeah,
they're doing their mission catching the bank robbers, I don't know if he's turning his arm into a snake or what, but it looks identical to a Monkey D. Luffy moment,
I
like his
was
big stretchy arm wrapping around the dude.
I was about to send you a screenshot of that moment with the caption "rubber limbs."
Mitsuki, and he's supposed to be like the moonlight or whatever. That's what Orochimaru was saying. Some sort of sun god, perhaps.
Some
Because I mean, the moonlight is just the reflection of sunlight, of course.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. What? So what exactly are Mitsuki's powers? I guess they're snake powers, right? Because he is like
Yeah, yeah, just probably generic snake shit. Arm can
right. Just
stretch out like a snake and wrap around you. And does he do anything else?
no, he just really he alludes to his personal life for a moment, gets cut off, and then captures one of the three bank heist guys.
Okay, chapter 11. This is where things are truly original and new here. And that's when we get this Mujina gang bank robbery, which it seems a bit absurd to me. If you are so weak that a 12-year-old girl in high heels can beat the shit out of you and catch up to you when you have like a head start running away. Why do these people even bother? Is this like the equivalent of like a 60 IQ trailer trash meth addicted guy walking into a bank with a gun trying to rob it to get more drug money? Are they just very stupid that they think they can get away with this?
I mean, to be fair, you can say the same thing about any other like character that got defeated by kid characters throughout the series. It's happened quite a few times.
But if getting level ninja can defeat you, why are you even robbing the Bank of Konoha? Like the Hokage here is the strongest person in the world. What are you? Rob someone else.
About that strongest person in the world thing. Um, so I don't know if you know this, but at the end of every chapter of this volume, there's a like stat card for a certain character, and I looked at this and was really surprised that Sasuke's stats sheet lists him as having 20 points of strength higher than Naruto. So Naruto has a strength level of 110. Sasuke has one of 130.
Naruto's always been like the insane chakra reserves guy, so do his stats reflect that still?
Yeah, his chakra is listed as undefined.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, you could be as strong as you want. You could do as many push-ups. If I could do infinite Rasengan shurikens, yeah, you gonna punch through them, Sasuke? Come on now.
Now, this is where I was really surprised. For the intelligence stat, Naruto has a stat of 90, and Sasuke only has a stat of 100. So, are you really telling me that Sasuke is only 10 points of intelligence higher than Naruto, who's like who is very often defined as being dim-witted and
Well, he was the knucklehead ninja as a child. I would hope that from 15 to what is this now, age 35 ish, and
right,
hanging out with Shikamaru every day. Hopefully, he's upped his intelligence as the president.
right, okay,
But I still
that's
thought
good.
Sasuke was super smart. Are they saying
Right.
Naruto is catching up to him?
I don't. That's odd because Sasuke is just listed as only 10 points smarter than him, and I assume it'd be higher.
Do they have
And then
Shikamaru in there?
they don't, but they do have. They do
Shikadai?
have.
Is Shikadai
No,
higher than Sasuke?
no, they have Sakura, uh, and she has a intelligence stat of like 230 something.
I mean, these stats would make sense if it was tuning exams part one when they're all trying to copy Sakura's test. And like, oh yeah, even Sasuke's too dumb for these questions. But all these years later, Sasuke's intelligence is like 45% that of Sakura's. That's crazy. This bitch is a
Right.
stay-at-home mom. Like, is she reading science journals every night?
I guess. I mean, she has to be like the lead medical ninja of the village.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah, they don't really show what she does for a career nowadays, do they?
I assume she's like the lead medical ninja for the village.
And maybe all those little details they did not have room for in the movie. And maybe Volume 4 is nothing but catching up on what everybody's doing now. I can see what Kakashi's up to. If we were going into a fight knowing we can only use taijutsu on these people, where were Guy and Rock Lee? Invite
Guys,
them.
guy is completely out of commission. Like I
Even
assume,
now,
like
20 years
I
later,
assume. I mean, his foot disintegrated
they said
in the
that
battle.
Rock Lee would never walk again after fighting Gara, and he was fighting Bone Man like a month later.
True,
You know,
true.
can't Sakura, with her 5,000 IQ, put a new bone in his foot? Like, come on now.
Maybe, maybe.
If Guy is not fighting ever again, I'll be pissed.
Right. I really do want to see where Kakashi is up to right now because he was one of my definite favorites of the past series, and we haven't seen anything from him yet.
I think the only excuse, because he's still relatively youthful, like he's what, early 50s maybe?
Yeah.
And if Hiruzen, the third Hokage, was fucking fighting it up at age 90, Kakashi should not be putting his skills and talents to waste. So he better be on the most like 10-year long super secret ninja mission of all time. If
Right.
he's just sitting at home reading his porn books, I'll be majorly disappointed.
I mean, he doesn't have his Sharingan anymore, and that was like his defining feature. He was the copy ninja because he had his Sharingan and he could copy any jutsu he encountered. But
But does he forget the jutsus he's copied now? Can he still use
probably not.
his chattering birds? What's that shit called? His lightning blade?
His Shidori.
Yeah. Can he still do that? That's all he
I hope
needs.
so. I really hope so. That would be cool to see again.
Oh, they just cut him completely. He can never use jutsu again because he lost his magic eyeball.
Oh no, sad. Sad.
Stupid. I mean, yeah, if this is the author who decides to make my waifu a big fat freak, that might be coming up soon. No offense to all my big fat freaks out there. Probably more of those in the audience than Muslims, to be honest.
Can you believe that there's a fat black woman character whose name is Chubbs?
Oh, is
Her
that
name is
Choji's daughter?
Chubbs. Yes, her name is
I
Chubbs.
thought somebody was calling her that rudely and she got pissed.
She's always referred to as Chubbs.
But that's certainly not a real name, right? I thought they were bullying this woman, this child.
I took it as like that actually being her name because it's used so much, even by her like team. But it might be a cruel nickname.
I forgot to mention the leader of the Mujina gang, and I was wondering why would such weak ninjas even bother if fodder children can take them out? Well, they're being led by the boss is known as Corpse Doppelganger, and this was jarring to me because I have a cat named Shoji, but this is Sho Joji. They added a Joe into Shoji's name. Sho Joji, the Corpse Doppelganger. And I think Shoji means like the second son in Japanese, so I wonder what that extra Joe in there, if it switches it completely. But I don't know shit about nothing, so. But his power is if he kills somebody, he can copy their image, their voice, and he gets all of their memories. So he just becomes you if he kills you.
That's a scary concept, I think.
Is this even like Naruto rules anymore? Does this make sense? Like, has a jutsu ever been this absurd? I kill you and now I get to have your memories? What?
It doesn't seem that far off considering other powerful abilities we've seen before. It wasn't like something that made me double take.
So Kabuto, he gets like trapped in a genjutsu of his childhood memories for like eternity or something, right? So I guess you could tap into people's brains, but it seems like not a well thought through, or it's almost a world breaking ability to just introduce like this. Yeah, this random guy out there who has the henchmen who get beat up by 12-year-old girls. He has the greatest ability anybody's ever heard of.
I don't think it's that. I mean, I guess it is overpowered, but there's so many overpowered abilities in this universe already. Like, I mean, there's already doppelgangers. There's already the abilities to access memories. There's already all of that. This is just all that into one.
Okay. I guess if all the pieces have been introduced individually, I shouldn't be mad at the completed puzzle.
Right.
That's fair. Anything else from? I guess let's talk more about the trading card game, because Boruto wastes all of his mission money trying to get one specific ninja trading card, and we don't know which one. He's disappointed. He opened ultra mega rare Hokage Naruto. I've already got 5 of these. Ew. What's your Hartsy Virgin prediction of which card Boruto wants?
I imagine if it's anybody, it might be Sasuke because that's the one he looks up to the most out of all the old shinobi ninja.
the only character Boruto's ever fucking talked about, other
Now
than
that
his
would be
dad.
really, that'd be really funny. Imagine a world where you have a war criminal as a trading card, because
Who,
Sasuke is a war
Sasuke?
criminal. Yes, he's
He's
a war criminal.
redeemed. He's
Yeah,
redeemed.
okay, he's redeemed, but he's also still a war criminal. Like he's an ex-war criminal.
I know you hate Donald Trump. Okay, let's be blunt. If aliens came down and said we're gonna kill everybody, and Donald Trump fucking samurai sword fought them and stopped them and saved all of Earth, would you forgive him for the ice shooting?
I mean, in that scenario, I would probably
Yeah,
forgive him for
of
saving
course.
humanity.
I'd try to get a Trump trading card for my Ninja collection card pack. Of course. What a hero. Everything else is forgotten, forgiven.
I mean,
We are anonymous. We do forgive. We do forget.
I mean, yeah, Sasuke did save the world, and then he immediately tried to take down Naruto to take over the world. But
But that's a
well,
personal
whatever.
grudge between 12-year-old boys in the body of 15-year-old boys, okay? Let them have their
Right.
little slap fight, blow off their arms a little bit, get it out of their system, and now he's good. That's how it works.
And of course, with the medical jutsu, they can regrow those arms. But of course, you can't regrow the disintegrated foot that guy lost.
Why can't he have a peg leg? Let him be a pirate.
That would be pretty interesting, introducing a peg leg pirate into the series.
I'm trying to fill in the One Piece gap continuously, and I did that with Zatch Bell for a long time, but now I'm all caught up on Zatch Bell. And I started reading something called Fairy Tale, and I think it scratches the itch perfect on the One Piece scale of if you like One Piece, how likely would you like something else? I'd say it's a solid 8 or 9.
Oh,
And
whoa.
I'm 4 volumes in. The main character has like Ace's fire powers, so and the art design and like the characters, it's the most One Piece looking of any manga I've ever read. Maybe that's like a low IQ take, but a lot of the characters, if I opened up a volume of One Piece, I would not be surprised to see them drawn exactly the same way. And in the opening shots of the main female character, Lucy, I legit thought it was a Nami clone. And I was like, oh my fucking God, why is Nami here? So if you just need something light and fun with a similar One Piece art style and perhaps tone, I mean, it's fun. I'd say check out Fairy Tale.
Yeah, I've just been filling the One Piece void with like various video games. I've stopped like reading or watching anything, and now I just play video games all day, which is kind of sad. But
Games made by Florian Himsel, perhaps.
yeah, of course, like
Big
The
Ball
Binding of
Frog fan.
Isaac
Oh.
and uh uh hmm.
Would it have been good if you had like 300 hours of playtime in Ball Frog?
It would be, yeah. I mean, here I feel like Florian would appreciate that. Instead, I put 700 hours into the version of Binding of Isaac he had no input on.
The total number of Ball Frog playtime global has doubled. What kind of Steam achievements can you get in Ball Frog?
um, I played through that game and got to the last boss fight and couldn't get past it and stopped playing it. Of course,
Bad
I
game
didn't buy.
design.
Of course, I didn't buy the game. I got a free copy from Florian. So,
As did
um,
I. So ungrateful. Back to Boruto. We need to wrap this up. Is anything? The Konoha trading card game shops have no scalper rules. You can only buy like 3 packs per day per person, which I think even most places here in real life don't do that still.
yeah, most people do not give a shit about scalper prevention.
Walmart is
But
probably happy just to sell out, even if it's to one
yeah,
guy.
I mean, this stretch of volumes ends with Boruto being tasked to escort this snot-nosed rich kid who I really already hate. He's
Yeah, I guess we
pretty
forgot
annoying.
about really the whole new plot that was introduced. So I'm glad we went back to Boruto before we ended because I did forget about that fucking kid. But
I
yeah,
forgot
tell us
it.
about this new mission that Boruto is on.
Okay, so Boruto has been tasked with escorting and protecting this snot-nosed little rich kid who is apparently the son of the Fire Nation. Well, I mean, not the Fire Nation. I just said Fire
The
Nation. God
daimyo
damn it.
of the Fire Nation.
Yeah, Fireland. Yeah, the daimyo of the
Which
Fireland's
isn't
son.
Konoha the Hidden Leaf Village in the Fire
Yeah,
Nation?
yeah, in the Land of Fire. Yeah, the
So
Hidden
this
Leaf.
dude's like Naruto's superior? Like
Yeah,
Naruto's technically
exactly.
like just the mayor of this town,
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the setup.
but he's not a ninja. He's not strong. He's just a politician. And Naruto could
Yeah.
fucking kill him by flicking him if he wanted to.
Exactly.
Okay, I did not really put that together that this daimyo is actually probably Naruto's boss or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly. I mean,
that's kind of, I don't like that.
yeah, I mean it's odd. It's odd, but like it makes sense because Konoha isn't like its own nation. It isn't a state or it's a city within a wider nation, the Land of Fire. And that goes for every other village in the any other shinobi village.
The world building of Naruto needs to be explained so much better.
It does.
I'm just
Honestly,
left
that's
confused.
honestly one of the weakest points of the series is its world building. I think it's not very clear how the political factions of the world work, how they're set up.
So this rich kid, the I guess the prince of the Fire Nation. I don't know how daimyos work if they're a king or what, but he's like the Momonosuke here, son
Yeah,
of the daimyo. He buying a bunch of these trading cards and like sorting through them himself when we're
yeah.
introduced to him.
So his introductory is he's talking to his dad about how excited he is about the cards he's opening, and the dad's like, the dynamo is like, not now, son. I have an important meeting to go to. So he gets all sad and depressed, and then he suggests buying more cards with his butler or whatever.
And this is when we
And
hear about the anti-scalper rules, and
yeah,
Richie
exactly,
Rich Kid says, "Oh, I know the solution. Let's just buy the entire store. Let's buy the business, so we don't have to obey their rules." He pulls out
exactly.
a fucking photorealistic credit card, Hartsy.
That's the moment I decided I do not like this character at all.
Credit card. A
Credit
ninja
card.
credit card? Ninja credit card? Why do we not credit cards in Naruto, Hartsy? We're truly in the computer age? Is that what they're trying to tell us?
I mean, the entire setup of Naruto seems. I mean, Boruto seems to be like technology has advanced to an obscene amount of degree. Like techno. We went from rinky-dink rustic villages to full-on skyscrapers, modern-day cyberpunk-esque cities. Which I think that jump in technology in a gap of like 15 years between series is pretty unrealistic. Uh,
Yeah, maybe Grok will prove me wrong. I would estimate the credit card was invented at least 60 years after the skyscraper. Now,
right.
should we see if I'm correct?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Let's see. How many years after the invention of the skyscraper was the credit card? How many years did I say? 60?
You said 60. Yeah.
Okay, it's thinking. Oh, it's 65 years! Yeah! Yeah! Fuck
Oh
it! Until I'm proven wrong, but I'll take it.
yeah.
I'll take it! That's my virgin prediction of the day for Boruto is how many years after skyscrapers were credit cards invented. But in the land of Konoha, they both came within the same 2 decades, I suppose.
Right.
Why
I feel
not?
like there should be like some some in-universe explanation for why technology evolved so obscenely fast and a small time gap in between series. I don't know.
They didn't kill Orochimaru, and he became good and shared his computers with everybody.
Hell yeah,
He's just like
Orochimaru saved the
Sasuke and Donald Trump when he stopped those aliens.
day.
Redeemed heroes. and we
Of
salute them.
course.
So, what are our predictions for this plot line? Is Boruto going to utilize Richie Rich Kid to buy a bunch of ninja trading cards to get the Sasuke card that we think he wants?
That would be so lame.
Well, we
That
need to
would
connect
be
these story threads, right?
right.
They're both
Yeah.
interested in the ninja cards, and now they're forced together.
Right. I feel like the next few chapters will be about Boruto begrudgingly following his task of protecting and aiding this snot-nosed little rich kid, and they already don't get along very well. Like it's very clearly set up at the end of the last chapter that Boruto does not like this kid, but I feel like we're
Well,
gonna get
the
closer
Richie Rich
together.
kid, he's very condescending and patronizing, and the final dialogue in the volume is, "I want you to show me life at your level." It's like the prince saying to the pauper, "Show me how you poor fuckers live," that kind of thing.
Right.
It's like,
I feel like
go ahead.
So it's set up. It's very brief, but we have an interaction between the snotty nosed rich kid and the Diabo, his father, where he's very clearly dismissed and pushed aside, and we see how sad that makes the little boy. I feel like we might get a scene where they connect over their shared feelings of neglect from their fathers, from their parents. I feel like that might
But
be
Boruto and Naruto had an epic fist bump
of
earlier
course,
that
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, that was epic, and I really like that.
Yeah, they're
But I
best
feel like,
friends.
yeah, they're best friends now.
He even
Obviously.
calls him Lord Seventh. That was respectful.
Yeah, um, but those feelings probably are still there. I mean, you can't just erase like years of years worth of neglect and disappointment away like that.
He can retroactively trauma bond with the child.
Yeah.
I used to be like you. Yeah, my dad used to neglect me too, but then these aliens came down and I got humiliated in front of everybody in a coliseum, but then they... Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Oh, my God. Speaking of retcons, a character actually has to face consequences, okay? Boruto caught cheating in the Coliseum, embarrassed and humiliated in front of everybody from all the neighboring towns. They're all in the stands watching this. But then he goes on his little alien run to save his dad, and it's, heroic. And of course, the theme of the episode is you're redeemed no matter what if you fight aliens.
Right. I don't know. I feel like the consequences being pushed aside is very
Well,
is very
but here's my
important.
point. Here's my point. We get back. This is like weeks later, it says, or something like that. And they want to... the author doesn't want Boruto to be like the town freak anymore. So in Konoha Times Square, there's a giant TV screen up on a skyscraper, and it's 24/7 playing Boruto propaganda, like about how he's super cool and went and saved his dad. And like he's been given back his personal ninja headband. It's like nothing ever is, all completely swept under the rug. I thought that was incredible that they're just playing Boruto propaganda on the big screen in public.
I don't know. It really does just seem like the consequences are non-existent for this character. I feel like there should be some. I don't think the whole cheating scandal should be just pushed aside just because he happened to aid in saving his father from the aliens.
Well, the guy who motivated him was brainwashed, so it's not
Okay,
Boruto's fault. He has no free
of course,
will.
of course.
He was tricked.
Hmm.
He wanted to defeat his dear friend. What was it, Shikadai, in that fight, or when he got exposed?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was Shikadai.
Shikadai should be pissed. And also, we see Shikadai and Shoji's fat black daughter and all them, and Shikadai says, "Man, I performed too well in the tuning exams. Now they're giving us too many Ganning missions." So, bro did not even get promoted to tuning like we predicted last volume. They're just giving him more work as a Ganning. He's being
Yeah,
punished, but not promoted.
tragic. It's genuinely Awful.
Because the
Um,
president's son cheated. That sucks. That's not fucking fair. He should have got tuning.
right. Um, sorry, hold on. Yeah, I don't. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. There's no consequences for anyone apparently. Everything's been pushed aside. It's weird because Naruto was like very stern when he found out about the whole cheating thing. Like he took away the headband. He said there will be punishment, and then within a few chapters, he's happy go lucky bro mode.
Was I stupid for hoping Boruto would keep wearing Sasuke's scratched out headband? And maybe you can't have your new character wear Naruto's jacket the whole time, but I really liked having those two characters objects placed onto Boruto here to represent his father and his new sensei. And it's just like, yeah, these final chapters here are just undoing the things from the movie that the author doesn't want to put up with anymore.
Right. The headband was such a cool visual touch. The scratched out headband from the initial conflict between Sasuke and Naruto, and now it's being weared by his disciple. It's so cool. And I guess we can't have good things.
It's kind of like when, spoiler alert, it on Whole Cake Island, somebody makes a tooth get removed from Luffy's face by hitting him in the face. And I thought that'd be really cool if Luffy was just a pirate missing that tooth forever. And like the consequences of, those two fighting were like a permanent scar, just like the little thing under his eye when he stabbed himself. But no, he drinks the fucking milk and the tooth pops back in. Like, damn it. Come on, Oda. I want some consequences that have meaning. But whatever.
Milk is too powerful in the One Piece world, apparently.
It might explain Blackbeard's completely inconsistent teeth. He keeps getting them re-knocked out and keeps drinking more milk.
I thought the theory was every time he has a different set of teeth, it's a new person. Ooh.
It's another possibility. His body is Davy Jones's locker itself and holds many souls within.
Yeah.
We can't help ourselves but spoil One Piece for no reason on this show.
I mean, it's both of our it's our favorite series, so I guess.
They're just fan
hard.
theories that we're spoiling.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't be spoiled on a theory.
Right, of course.
It's not canon.
Not canon at all.
I don't know how, but this volume that I mostly scrolled through consistently because it was like just a bunch of action panels that were poorly drawn. We somehow talked about it for nearly an hour so far, Hartsy. So I didn't think we'd even make it 40 minutes on this fucking volume. Do you have any final thoughts or virgin predictions for the future?
I guess the reason why this lasted so long is because we have a lot to complain about. Some virgin predictions.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm I guess I'm complaining, but like I'm not disgusted by what I'm reading quite yet, just like slightly disappointed in a few ways. On the One Piece scale, it might be dropping down to like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, or a 6 or 7 maybe.
No, no, not those. 7's too high. My point is, go read Fairy Tail instead of Boruto. I really like it.
I think the revelation that you gave to me that this series so far has been based off of a pre-existing movie adaptation was pretty surprising, but it makes sense why it was so good so far and why these new original chapters are there's so different.
When you're making a movie, there might have been a bigger writer's room of creative minds collaborating to make a big cinematic event that will generate hundreds of billions of yen or however their fucking money works over there. So, so this guy might have, just got to copy a well-written movie and now he's on his own.
Oof.
And now we're on our own together trying to read the next fucking 40 volumes of this shit. I think 45 volumes to go, maybe. I don't know. We got like 30 of this, I think, 20 or 30 of this, and then it's the time skip to Blue Vortex. I don't know how many volumes of that there are.
Thank God we're doing this bi-monthly instead of once a month, because if we were sticking to the 1 month plan, it would take us like 4 years to get through it. Um,
We would have not finished the movie shit until like March. Yeah. Do I have any predictions? So this ninja boss Joji, certainly whatever new arc we're entering, he's got to be relevant if we're bringing him up so early on and we took out his fodder. Will it tie into the plot of Boruto babysitting this aristocrat child? If Shojoji only gets to steal somebody's identity and memories after killing them, what's the most dramatic thing that could happen? He kills the daimyo of the Fire Nation, and then Boruto has to protect the kid from his own evil father.
Ooh, shit, that would be very dark and very I don't know. That's insanely dark.
And like even
Um,
Naruto doesn't believe him. Like, you're being foolish, son. Just give the child back to his dad. No, it's not him. Like he has to protect this kid from like all of society and his father even. Truly
right.
misunderstood, like Tigger in the Tigger movie.
Of course. I mean, you really do have to tie back to everything you brought up before. Like, you can't just mention this highly powerful corpse doppelganger guy and then not do anything with him in the next arc or upcoming arcs.
And I think the exciting prospect for making Boruto predictions, at least to me, is that I don't necessarily even want to be correct. I want to see if we can come up with a better story than what we actually end up getting. And if the comments are like, wow, that prediction you made would have been better than the shit we end up getting. So, yeah, hopefully we can, based on the seeds planted by the author himself, maybe we can grow some better plants than him.
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, the fighting for the first half, while poorly drawn compared to the fight scenes in Naruto, was very interesting. I like seeing Sasuke and Naruto teaming up together for first time since the final war. Really, I enjoyed that. I do not enjoy a lot of the new story decisions ever since it's switched to original writing because I did not know that it was all based on a movie previously. Uh, I hope this isn't a sign to come.
Should we review this Boruto movie soon for the measly crew, the $3 members on the YouTube channel?
We might as well. I mean, it's yeah. I think we might as well if everyone's saying that it's pretty good. It's what everything so far has been based off of.
And I want to see specifically where the plot is different, since he had that in his
Right.
author's note that he's diverging the plot. See if my prediction that the freezing time is what he was talking about, but maybe not.
Right. Exactly.
Because that'd be
I
very
mean,
unsatisfying in your movie to defeat him, fake out defeat him again, and then he comes back as a ghost for like
do
a
you say
future arc in a
specifically?
movie.
Do you say specifically that he changed the ending specifically? Is that what you said?
Something like that.
Okay. So,
He
I mean,
said from it wraps up in this volume with a slightly different ending than the film version.
okay. Okay. So yeah, yeah, I feel like the time stopping could be it.
And you know how these authors will have their own little character of what, like Oda draws himself as a fish.
Yeah.
This guy Aikimoto draws himself as like he's a man wearing a cat suit, like a skin tight
Oh
cat
my god.
suit with the cat
Oh,
ears.
that is
And it's not even like
interesting.
there's not even hair on it, so it's not even like he's a furry. He wants to be like a furless cat.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that.
At least Oda's a based fish.
Of course, yeah. I mean, Oda doesn't like show his face at all, does he? Like, he's just anytime he represents himself, he even like I've seen like documentary type videos where they interview him and he always has like the fish
Yeah, they'll,
pasted
they'll
over
either
his
put like an
face.
image of Luffy over his head or like his little fish guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it for Boruto Volume 3, Hartsy. Do you have anything you want to plug?
I haven't been working on anything recently because I've been very sick for a while, and then I had a skin infection which I had to deal with. So I'm just now recovering from my previous skin infection, which was awful.
Is that
Like
code
I
for
had,
too much masturbating?
of course, yeah, of course. No,
It's
but
just all red and raw down there, torn up.
I I had a horrible rash all over my face, and I couldn't like record any live action sequences, of course, because
Hmm.
I was hideous and had a horrible rashy face. But it's all gone away now. It's all subsided.
You could have wrote it
So
into the script for like just one scene where Hartsy gets sick and shot that real quick.
I guess I could have done that, but I just don't want to put that. So I don't want to put that out there.
You
I
could
don't
have
want
said
to
it was
put.
makeup. Because who else would film a scene while horribly rashed out?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's like when it came out that iDubbbz CGI'd himself into those sewers because what sicko would actually crawl through that muddy water.
Of course, yeah.
Just fake it.
Right.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore. So we'll see you in 2 weeks with more Boruto. One
See
Piece
ya.
people. Naruto Piece people.